What's up, everybody? Rex Dreamworld, and today we are going to do Lego DreamWorks Rescue Riders, Episode 8, Bad Egg. This episode, of course, starts off with Magnus Fink walking in to the center of the village of Hutskalor with a machine that he was going to bring out that was being pulled by Haggis as he lured him with an apple tied to a fishing pole. However, he then realizes as Cutter flies past him on his left and then flies up into the air, then spins down and hits the ground, rockets back up with water falling it up, and he calls it a Cutter Gusher. But he also heard Layla talking over to Summer, gets overhears how that diary knows a lot about dragons, and he believes that there's something that he could use to get rid of Winger, Summer, Cutter, Burple, and Aggro. So, when it comes to say, when it comes in the layer bits, he creates an egg that sort of looks like a silver-tailed iron claw. Cutter discovered it was Magnus, glued him shut with some slinkwing goo. Funny there. Then so on and so on. The rescue riders had to convince the Mama Ironclaw that they were not trying to steal their eggs, while one doesn't even look like it because the pigment is wrong. Like the egg Magnus created was dark gray, while her eggs, naturally laid from her womb, that they are light gray. So that's or slash gray, warm gray. Or while Magnus is also cool gray. So he purposely sang so terrible, so loud that he caused the eggs to wake up, which also caused the mama to wake up. So then, of course, she chases after our heroes, and soon after realizing that without her diary, she can't really remember much. So Layla can't really remember much without her diary, because that diary, whatever she writes down, she's able to remember. And thanks to figuring out that, and when she nearly got attacked by a tree that the Iron Claw was going to throw at Layla, thanks to Summer, Layla then realized that the Iron Claw mother was afraid of getting wet because she hates water. Because she's iron, and iron rusts in water. So that means she can't fly or move anywhere. Now, I mentioned being able to move to a spot where she can blast or fire. Tells them what. Then Cutter, but of course Summer can carry only so much water. And so Cutter did his little Cutter Gusher trick, got her wet, and then Winger and Dak brought Magnus, who tried to escape with Layla's diary as he was still on that cliff. Well, hanging on the side of the cliff, the wall, if you want to. Be a tough rock wall to climb down without a harness. And then again, rock walls weren't invented at that time, especially in the Viking era. I guess a rock wall climb if it's for dragon claws, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, because they're strong creatures that can literally penetrate through rock with their own stone piercing claws. And hold on. There. So, with Car revealing that after finally figuring after finally revealing to her that Magnus was in a pretend egg that looked like hers, she nearly killed him because she believes that he was after. She nearly killed him because she nearly killed him because she believed he was after her eggs, but wasn't when Cutter revealed that it was his fault, basically owning up to it. But the episode should have said like that Magnus that he stole something from Layla and he glued him in the egg shut with Slinkwing goo. She would have figured out that was why where the smell was coming from, and he would have told her that he was doing it so that until and left him outside till morning. But he was going to come back and pull him into the roost because it would have been a little too chilly for Magnus. So, how the episode goes, let's see. If you remember my first episode of Lego Shrek, remember yeah, technically the Shrek thing, and then how the last episode of Rescue Rise I did Sick Day with Dak. So, just like those two levels, the first level of Shrek and the seventh level of Rescue Riders, the eighth level starts off solo with Cutter finding a way to seal Magnus shut. Sort of like an action sequence in a way, or, well, yeah, even though it's a little bit much. Well, of course, in a way, he makes sure he finds the Slinkwing goo, sorts of builds something to keep Magnus. Well, actually, this is how it works. There's a little action sequence where you have to press certain buttons that'll make Car spin the egg. So you have to like the action sequence like makes you Cutter. So you have to grab the Slinkwing goo, then you press the buttons that'll show up and glue Magnus in, pushes him out of the roost, purposely spins him around, then goes back in. But then you have to like build a little nest or some sort of shelter. Yeah, because you know what? Why don't the dragons build? That would be cool too. I mean, if Velociraptors and Lego Jurassic World can build, so can dragons, especially Cutter. Who, so if you build the nest, but after you've built it, like you'll get a few bits of time to collect the Lego studs, of course, because you need to do that because like whenever you're building something, you need to get all the Lego studs before while Cutter speak. Like there's like a special line exclusive to Cutter where he says, "All right, time to get Magnus back in here." And then he realizes that he was gone, taken by the Mama Silverclaw. So fast forward with a huge cutscene. Cutter, along with Agro, Burple, and all of them, where you basically play as all the 5 dragons and 2 humans, the 7 members of the Rescue Riders. You, well, it has to be like in different groups in a way. Try to keep the egg babies in the nest. Try to keep silent. Try to also move Magnus out of the way. And then you have to do that little boss battle with the Iron Claw, which of course Summer helps with a little, but then she runs out, and then Cutter has to come in with the action sequence, dodging her fire blast, and then going down into the ground, and then back up. Yeah, I should the camera focus, but you know what I'm saying. You know, same. You know what I'm saying. And of course, that pretty much so let's see how many minutes do we have. Oh, it's about to be minutes, and it reaches 10 right now. Okay, we hit the 10-minute mark. Apparently, I thought that was pretty much it. I mean, unless you want to count a traveling thing that you have to do. Like, also probably have to figure out some clues of what creature it could be. Using Layla's puzzle solving abilities. How it reaches with a cutscene where Dak reveals. And actually, yeah, that's pretty much it. I would want to say that you unlock both the Mama Silverclaw or Mama Ironclaw with the baby Ironclaws, which would make sense and be easy to do since, well, technically she's the boss bow, and I know some boss bows you after the level you get to unlock the character, and then you have to do like a certain amount of Lego studs. Also, I should also mention Lego studs too. But then again, characters who are part of the story who can be unlocked. Magnus is a character that you can unlock, but in a way, you also lose him too. Because just like in Lego Legends of Chima Laval's Journey, I actually seen that after you unlocked Warriors as your fourth animal character, playable animal character, only for after defeating Cooler, you had to go travel back to the Spire to Spire Mountain and face him while he is powered up by the purple moon like a werewolf. But then again, he's just a regular wolf, anthropomorphic wolf. So yeah, I'm going to say you can unlock the Iron Claw babies as well as Mama Claw. I mean, you're obviously not gonna fight the Iron Claw babies. It's pretty much simple. Hmm. I know what you're thinking. Like, I have so many episodes that I need to do, and I should probably just continue on. Like, go to episode 9 or 10, but then again, I would have to watch them, and they wouldn't really make sense because if I had to make I mean, then again, I could make a part one, part two for both for episode 9, which would also lead to 10, being both the episode 9 and episode 10 of the Netflix series, but then make it part one, like explain about the first, that one episode, and then go to the next in another video. Um, I should also do more character analysis so that we can figure out. Okay, you know what? Uh, we'll do a little bonus. Here's an obvious thing. Cutter can cut through certain rope-like Lego material because he's Cutter. It's right there in his name. Summer is great at diving, but can also cool down fires. I mean, like, she can literally do that. Mm. So, she basically douses fire with her water. Winger's your flyer, your fast flyer who would use those boosts to help him get more and can also deal more powerful blast damage to certain areas. So I guess you could say he could destroy a cracked Lego wall with a blast of his. Same with Burple, who is also the strength factor, as he can literally use his body alone either to smash or charge into a wall. Uh, yeah. Layla would solve puzzles while she and both Dak are acrobatic. Dak could probably use staff switches, but yeah, that's pretty much it. He can also probably throw a staff. Now, I've never seen him use that in a spear throw manner. Not even Layla. So Layla would be your puzzle solver. Same as Magnus, apparently, as Elbone will be your fisher, but also your grappler guy, because he's the best fisherman, of course. If you unlock Duggard, Duggard would have to be. Hold on. Okay, there. Duggard would have to be. Duggard would probably be good at carving statues out of sheep. I mean, he's not a bad bow slinger as well. I mean, he has done it once, maybe not used it much. But I mean, granted, that's in the Game of Thorns, which of course we will go into that after the episode. So I might actually do that whole thing, or yeah, I want to actually get close to doing some episodes that involve further on. So, I mean, I've been doing the others, like, I've had so many shows in there, like, with the Hatching Dragon and Kung Fu Panda. You know what? I also need to do Kung Fu Panda 4, because I watched it. It was a good movie. I honestly know some characters that you can unlock. Oh, sorry, a little pause on the throat. Um, I mean, it's obvious you can unlock Moreno through the episodes. Hanar becomes a part. Season 2, Hanar is an actual, you can unlock her, which I will get into that. Believe it or not, you might. It's gonna have to be the same with Axel Fink. Only Axel Fink will also have the same approach with Magnus. You unlock him a bit, but then when it comes to, actually, you don't really get to unlock him at all. You can just probably purchase him, even though he's one of the main characters, but barely appears like Magnus. Good man, dude. So for hold on before we finish the video. Before we finish, before we finish the video. Dang, I did. Can't finish the video off without a good little snack from Danimals with a cross collab of Paw Patrol, which you have seen the Rubble one, but this time makes sense with this character, Sky. Of course, they all have the same flavor, same taste, but what the heck? She basically is sort of like a dragon. That would be so cool if they made a Zodiac episode. Like, I could probably see one of the speedier characters, like a horse, for Chase, considering all that speed stuff. Rubble would probably be one of the strong guys. Marshall would probably be a monkey. Rubble can be the ox. Marshall can be the monkey. And Rocky, I believe, I have no idea what Rocky would be. That's going to be a little confusing. Same with Zuma. I mean, Zuma could be a sea creature, but I don't know what sea creature there is. But I can tell you this. Sky can 100% be a dragon. I mean, she soars gracefully like one in the sky. Mm, good. Uh, so when it comes to say, I might also do a Lego Paw Patrol. I mean, they would have to be very exquisite. Like Lego games have increased over the years, especially when it came to those specific designs, like Rancor monsters from Star Wars, or those tiki creatures from Lego Indiana Jones, the certain Marvel characters from the heroes and villains from the Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 and 2 and Avengers. Should have brought the Thing in the second Marvel Superheroes. Maybe they did. So what else should I do? Let's see. Who else of Rescue Rose would there be? I mean, Hanar is probably going to be able to be your repair woman when it comes to those burning blue objects. Duggard, I honestly do not know what he could use. I mean, he could probably be acrobatic. He could also be a sharpshooter when he throws those meats from his beard. From his beard, I mean. or certain things. Or he could craft a little thing to distract, a little statue to distract enemies. Who knows? I mean, then again, in terms of enemies, the enemies could either be wolves and Vikings. Wolves and Vikings. That makes sense. Sometimes even Magnus, right? Well, it's not going to be like Lego Star Wars, where either you're playing as a Sith character in the Republic ship, or you're playing as a Jedi in the Separatist ship. So it's best just to keep it simple, where you should just keep it as is. Do not let Magnus fight Dak or Layla or any of the dragons. I mean, granted, the dragons could probably have much tougher skin, so they'll probably be a little bit invulnerable when it comes to Magnus or Axel. Delicious. So delicious. Why are you so delicious, guy? Okay, that's not what I mean, by the way, but it's still delicious. Thumbs up for that. I can't wait for the third. I don't know what's gonna happen. I haven't seen the. Actually, when I was looking up something about this, I saw the description of who was that's in a Wikipedia site for Paw Patrol, and oh boy, I was so excited when I saw it mentioned Sky. That's how I knew it was gonna be a Sky movie. While it was a chase movie for here, and here's the difference. Here's something you should know. Why is Chase first in the when it came to that banner, like lines like Chase there, Sky here, Rubble, Rocky, if you know what I'm saying. Like that one banner or poster at the movie theaters. When I saw it, Sky wasn't the first main. It's literally a Sky movie. The Mighty movie is Sky's movie. The first movie was for Chase. I don't know who's the next one. It could be Marshall, Rocky, Zuma. Sadly, though, no Rubble. Because they chose to do that in an episode. So, sadly enough, Rubble will not be given a movie of his own. He'll be the side pop in a way because he's always funny, like both in the first movie and the second movie, whether it be a wig or something to do with. Did somebody say this? Did he say lunch? No, I said lunch. And then he goes. I'll admit each of those pups are good, and of course, I would love to see an episode about Roxy, the Samoyed. Also, would love to see other types of dogs be brought in, Chihuahuas, um, border collies and regular collies like Lassie, or Great Danes, or Beethoven species, Saint Bernards. But we only get to see golden retrievers, wiener dogs in terms of both Liberty and RB. Rubble's a bulldog, Marshall's a Dalmatian, Chocolate Labrador for Zuma, Eco Pup for, or a mixed breed Eco Pup for Rocky, German Shepherd for Chase, obviously, and Sky as a cockapoo. But there are a few others, such as, well, I haven't seen a Rottweiler, nor have seen one of those sheepdogs. And the shaggy sheepdogs, the shaggy hair sheepdogs, and haven't really seen. Well, actually, the one that Kim Kardashian plays. I think it's a poodle, like a big poodle dog. So I'm laughing in the background, but I'm not going to mind that. This is me. I'm the focus right here. So, oh dang, we are like 24 minutes. It'll soon be 25. So, uh, Yeah, actually, I think that's pretty much it. Or I mean, then again, in terms of designs, like they can't be like regular minifigures. Like they have to be like big Lego figures, like be exclusively well designed. Like 4 legs. Alex the Lion must have his hands with the claws sticking out. Not like be a claw character and just have claws. That's basically Wolverine or Sabretooth. We need him to have his own lion hand with the claws. Marty's a hoof person, so he's also a big Lego figure, although he's not powered like one. Doesn't have that strength, nor does Melman, although Melman could really do more of the strength when he does that little crashing head ability. I'm surprised he doesn't wear a helmet. I'm surprised they added that in the video games, but don't add that in the. Hold on a minute. So, without further any interruptions, I will gladly say that. Wait, hold on. My kryptonite. Okay, so I'll still some more in there. That was darn delicious. So if I were to do this, I would love to make a little video about these characters. So with Aggro, she's obviously going to go through the small hole accesses. That's another thing I forgot. She also burns golden Lego bricks with her fire. But of course, like Cutter, Burple, Summer, and Winger, she has the ability to hit targets with her fireballs. Oh, she can use her torch ability when she's super close to gold Lego brick or anything. She can't really do a. I have not really seen her use a flame breath. I mean, I think it's just a fireball thing, but I never saw a flame breath from Aggro. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember. But anywho, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Eight, episode 8, Bad Egg. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!